Talvorath, because I can manage the stream from my phone now.
Well, I'll watch it from your computer to show you.
Mm-hmm.
To know what when you're showing people. I didn't even comment.
What do you mean hiding comments?
I didn't say hi, I said and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can read stuff to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have 0 viewers right now.
Yeah, it always takes like 30 seconds to update too.
Yeah.
So.
I know my phone hasn't timed off that you're live yet.
Yeah. I'm going to notify everyone in Discord. I will unbox it in 5 minutes.
You got your Discord. Oh, now I got your Twitch.
Yep, yeah, it always takes a while. It always takes a minute or two. Oh. I could get some background music on. I think I'll do that while we wait. Let's see if I can pull it up over here though. 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. Yeah, it's not showing anything. Alright, cool. And if that background music is too loud, let me know. I just want something in the background. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started on not the game, because it'll be 5 minutes after I'm done with this.
I love how you see Oliver's donut popping up in the back corner.
Give me 1 second, though. 1 second. Now, I'm going to start with this. So, to paint some of the miniatures, I got some artistic stuff. Well, that's probably really loud in the microphone. I will not do that. Save that for later. And, got the art stuff on Amazon.
I'm sorry, but Oliver's stealing the show from you.
Well, it's fine. It's a cat, you know.
That's so cute.
So, some detail brushes. So, and can't paint anything without paint. So I looked up a few recommendations on what's best for miniatures and whatnot. And I didn't go with like the highest quality stuff, but they were saying that this stuff right here, the folk art, is pretty darn good. So, and this also came with some brushes too, which you see there's only like 1 or 2 detail brushes in there. Which is why I went ahead and got some more detail brushes. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of different colors in there. Should be able to do quite a lot with that. They're all 2-ounce bottles. So, from, you know, aqua to thicket to that rose color. Yeah, that's rose right there. And some of the ones I'll probably be using a lot of, I would imagine, if there is a gray. If there's not a gray, I might have to special order a one of.
I might have some things we could probably
But, licorice. Here we go. Medium gray. So that's probably going to be a base of a lot of things. Especially with the zombies' color being more grayish, I would imagine. But I've been watching some YouTube tutorials. I'm really excited to get into that. That'll be another adventure. And if I'm halfway decent at it, you know, maybe I'll start filming that live. But who knows? Let's get on to the main course, though. What I have been waiting on. Alright. So, we have the Kickstarter edition, Resident Evil Bleak Outpost. We will probably open the expansions up last. And then another Kickstarter edition, Into the Darkness. And then here, let me get this extra packaging out of the way so we can all see the Bravo Pledge box. I can just go over there for now.
Well, there's a cat in there by the time you're
Ooh,
done.
got a comment?
Nice from bull rat.
Yeah. I'm using my webcam mic because obviously I had to put my webcam over here. I don't know if it's shit or if I sound like I'm in a tin can, because every time Discord automatically switches to my webcam mic, usually it's like 6 feet away from me when I was playing Conan, and it would sound like that, but I'm like only a foot away from it, so I don't know if I sound any good or not. So, we'll put these right behind over here.
Hi, Laura. Did you hear me?
Ooh. They're just wanting to take all my damn money. It's exactly what they're doing. So, real quick, I'm going to do my best to show what I currently have, just to let the suspense build up before I open anything. So, coming soon to Kickstarter, Resident Evil 4, the board game. So, it was 2019. There you go, you can hold on to that. 2019, when they released Resident Evil 2, the board game, and they launched it with the remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Well, then they went on to make Resident Evil 3, the board game, with Resident Evil 3 Remake, and then they're like, you know what, we should make this, you know, Resident Evil 1, because it comes before 2 and 3. I'm going to do my best not to shake the camera too much. I'll see my ceiling there a little bit. And part of the nerddom here, so you can see, I have pretty much every expansion except for the Crows and the Crocodile for Resident Evil 2, and then the Resident Evil 3 board game. And as you see, I have a spot for all the Resident Evil 1 stuff up above it. Got my Gundam. Oh, got my pot liquor. So,
Love anything Resident Evil 2.
all my D&D stuff, and all the D&D stuff doesn't really matter, but yeah, I've been setting up this board game for quite a while, or the nerd room. So I've been organizing a lot today.
There's a little bit of a letter on the back of this from the.
Yeah, I'll have to read that letter. But okay. We are positioned back to where we are. Okay, so Resident Evil Director's Cut. I don't remember getting this. I think this was part of the when they earned so much money, people just got it for free that got the Bravo level or something. So it's cool. They have like quotes and stuff on the back too. But Kickstarter edition, Director's Cut. So that will get opened second. We're gonna do the core game, followed by Director's Cut, Bleak Outpost, and Into the Darkness. I think that's the order they should go in. And then, oh my god, this one's heavy. The core game. Resident Evil, the board game. Here, and we're not done. Kickstarter exclusives. These are extra characters, if I'm right. So, this will be the last thing we open. So, everything's Kickstarter edition. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in here. No, we got an empty box.
No, there's an Oliver, you know, stuffed on.
Oh. Your claim to stardom. Tell him, I have wound, cannot lick. I have wound, cannot lick. Alright. Don't want to get... Oh, man. Alright.
Hey, Ollie.
Okay.
Do not touch the cable.
Yeah, cat, don't touch my camera cable, please.
You're done.
Not right now.
You look so confused.
So, I don't know if I should read these before I open it. I guess so. Just to be Regis filming, you know, and be like, yeah, is that your final answer? I'm just going to make people wait. So, sent to investigate a series of bizarre murders on the outskirts of Raccoon City, your search for answers led you deep into a foreboding forest, shrouded in mist. But the gloom is the least of your concerns. Attacked by rabid monsters, you're forced to flee into a sprawling mansion that looms on the horizon. But as you stand in the main halls, gasping for breath, an uncomfortable truth hits home. There are only 4 of you left. Is your mission still to investigate the bloody murders and find your missing teammates? Or is it to simply survive the night and escape with your life? Trying to be real careful here now.
Come on, Scott's back. What's in this list?
There we go. I just shook that, almost knocked it over.
Either you or the cats will.
Alright, garbage number 3.
want your claim to fame too?
Yeah. No, I have things open now. I don't want to. I don't want a cat up here.
That's okay. I got him on my lap. He's watching.
Oh, that is freaking cool.
Oh my God, that's got a glare.
Yeah, it's like a holographic. Yeah, it's the very first zombie that you see in the Resident Evil remake that they. When did they first remake Resident Evil for the GameCube? I want to say it was before Resident Evil 4, so I'm going to take a stab at this. Pop quiz. I'm going to say 2001. No, it has to be... No. I was in college. Let's go with 2004. I don't know. I want to say the one remake came out before the original 4. And the original 4 came out when I was in college in either 2005...
What was the game system?
GameCube. Because it came up out on the mini disc. That was the very first platform the remake for Resident Evil came out on.
Final answer?
I'm going to say 2005. What was it?
March 22nd, 2002.
2002. So it was before 4 then. 4 must have came out around 2005 then.
The original 4 or remake 4?
The original Resident Evil 4. So... Because I remember playing that, because I believe it even came out on my birthday, January 20th, if I'm right.
Oh, you stupid thing.
That was a very special birthday for me.
January 11th.
Well, whatever. It was close enough.
It was close.
So we got the rule book here. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the rule book too much. I'm excited to see the revised rules, what they ended up settling with the final revision of everything. But I'll do a quick skim through it. Obviously, that's the boring stuff for now. We want to get into... There we go. I knew that was going to fall. It's so slippery. Everything's so new. And then the scenarios.
Please ignore all the squeaking. Moscow's got a toy.
So, you have the two modes. There's campaign mode or like a quick play mode. So, what did Volrath say again? Oh, he loves anything RE2.
RE2, not RE1.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I've already unboxed RE2 and RE3 years ago when I first got them, when they came out. But I could always unbox those guys, because 3's never been played. 2 was played once or twice over at Drew's. And then they announced they were making Resident Evil 1, so I just put on the brakes. I'm like, okay, we're going to play these in order.
Oh, Drew's excited for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 now that I have them in order. Map tiles. I don't know if I'm going to pop these out during the unboxing. I already know what they look like. So, they're obviously going to have the art. Like, there's the dining room. They're all pretty cool. I like how they're not as dark as the ones in the other one. So, when Resident Evil 2, the first of the 3 board games, came out, the tiles are still all pretty dark. But this, compared to the Resident Evil 2 ones, which I'll show at some point, maybe in another video or something, the coloration they used is like really, really dark. And you can hardly see like any of the details or anything in the tiles. So, they definitely did a much better job. That's not even... Wow, I'm a noob. That's not that's the armor upstairs where all the armory is. The dining room is up here. I wasn't even looking at that correct. So, and here we go, some of the miniatures. So, miniatures and dice. And this is where I'm really impressed with the detail that they put into these. So, like for instance, I'm going to go ahead and grab Lisa Trevor. So, I'll grab something a little bit more interesting here. Tyrant himself. I don't know how close my camera will get before it starts getting fuzzy. But yeah, they're really well done. Got a hunter. Looks like there's 2 of those in the box. I keep going like I'm looking at the screen to see like what I'm showing you, and I keep like moving my hand right in the opposite direction where I need to go to. And then what would we do without some of our heroes here? Jill and Chris. I'm trying to not shake. Here, let me put them in one hand. That'll be better. Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy. I wonder if I have like a macro setting I can turn on my webcam, but I've never really used my webcam, so I'm not going to look into it now. I'll have to look into that later.
He'll take pictures and send it to you, Laura.
And then, of course, zombies, dogs, more zombies, tons of zombies. Crimson Heads, those were a son of a bitch in the remake, if you ever played the Resident Evil 1 remake. Basically, running zombies that took more to kill. These are for some of the dials, I think, for the ammunition, if I recall from the other games. And then, of course, the play dice, the damage dice, the you get damaged or you succeed. Okay, let's see what we got down here. These I might open, at least the heroes, if I can get my hand around it without bending anything. Whew. And they're very tight. Because I'm curious about the hero abilities. Man, these are saran wrapped tight, and I hate it when they're like, you have nothing to grab onto. I'll have to very carefully use a blade, because these are airtight packed. Holy crap. I'm assuming the heroes might be in with the monsters. Maybe, maybe not.
You're getting glared on.
Yeah, it's from the
light.
The light shining on the wrap. If I take the wrap off, it shouldn't shine as much anymore. But oh, I haven't showed the coolest part of this yet. I'm gonna take everything out of the box real quick. Green herb, munch up. Heal this character or another character in the same or an adjacent square by 1 level. Alright, everything is out of the box. Now, everyone who backed this game, their name is somewhere on this box. So they put every single backer on the outside of this. So here's the J's, E's, D's. I'm on this side. Yep, there I am. I don't know if it'll...
No.
Yeah, it's too blurry. But I am right on the box.
Yeah, give me the side that doesn't...
Yep. I'm going to see if I can find the heroes real quick. I'm going to go with maybe this.
Found you.
Yeah.
We were by another one who shares your first name. Oh my god, you're 1 of 3.
Yep. And you had an option to either put your real name in there, or you could put whatever you wanted in there as long as it was appropriate. Trying to not... Oh. It's the scary part. There we go, we're good. Then of course it breaks off in pieces and doesn't come off all in one. There we go. Oh, Every time I say there we go, I jinx myself.
And don't say that.
Oh man, everything is so slippery. Alright, let's see if I'm right. If not, we're going to look at a bunch of monsters. Like Lisa Trevor. Chain Lash. Furious Charge. So, leap, leap, leap. So, these aren't just... These are like moves, like Claw Rake, Wide Slash. I don't remember those being in Resident Evil 2 when we played. I'm just trying to find the... Maybe all the characters and heroes and villains are on the small cards now. I'm going to go ahead and grab the bottom of the... Oh, that's the top.
No.
That's the top. I want to put it like this. That here. And then I can go ahead and start putting things back in. Shotgun shells, locks, B, helipad. I'm going to go ahead and wait on those. However, what? I'm going to try that one.
Oliver stealing the show again.
Yeah, that's what he does. My cat, photo bombs, camera bombs, you know.
Nice artwork. Beauteous. From
Yeah. I'm trying to be very careful here. There's a little spot.
He's looking right at the camera.
Oh, my cat. Oliver. Alright.
Okay, that is kind of funny. You gotta admit that.
Yep. More supply runs, scouting, ahead, radio calls, gunshots.
Can't read any of that.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to find them. Yeah, these are... Yeah, spawn the Crimson Head. This is all bad crap. Bad doo-doo that happens in the game. Okay. I'm betting you it's one of these small ones. Proper knife safety was not used in this video. The hardest part is when you get the wrap off, making sure you don't play 52 card pickup.
Are you sure it's 52?
It was herbs, bullets, yeah, kerosene containers, shotgun shells, grenade rounds, magnum bullets. This is, yeah, the MO disc. All 3 MO discs, I should say. Because I forgot there are 3 in the 1 remake. Which is what this is based off from, which is why they included the Crimson Heads and everything. So, nothing in here. Where? Okay, I know for a fact the character cards are bigger than... Because I remember seeing them in a preview. Where does this go? Huge opening there, which is fine. So, there's only 2 more big ones to open, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I really... this side's the best over here, it looks like. There we go. Of course. What do you say?
No, look at it all over.
Oh, my cat. Hey, what you doing, silly cat?
Stealing the show, very much so.
Okay, so I don't remember the map cards being in the older games too. At least they weren't in Resident Evil 2, unless my memory could be really bad. I'm just going to skim through these. These are all map cards. Alright. And I had 3 more, not 2 more. So now I have 2 more. Okay, this one's split colors. There's a good chance it might be in this one. It's going to be the last one I open. It always is. My question is, do I go ahead and sleeve these or not? And buy deck protectors for everything? Because there is extra room in here, but I don't think it's enough room for everything if I were to sleeve them. All clear. Nope, and then that's all the bad stuff again. Oh, has to be in the last one. Watch that they are, like the small ones. But they were just zoomed in on it so it looked like a huge card, you know? When you're seeing the previews on Kickstarter and on Steam Forge Games. Oh. Ooh, I see a Stars logo. That's some good news. I bet you those are it. And umbrella logos. Main hall. The rest of the map with the main hall on top. And what do we got here? Yep. Zombie. Hunter. Cerberus. Crimson Head. Prototype, and Lisa Trevor. So that's funny. If you just play the core game, Lisa Trevor is the only big bad in the core game. So you don't even get Tyrant, I think, without... Maybe I'm wrong, but like Zombie. Hunter. Almost dropped that. Cerberus.
I didn't realize the dogs are called Cerberus.
I mean, but the mini for Tyrant was in there. So where's his card, you know? Crimson Head. Crimson Head Prototype. That's the boss, I believe, in the underground place out by behind the graveyard, I think. And Lisa Trevor. And then here we go. Jill. Whoa, I'm going the wrong way with the camera. There we go. Rebecca. These are all the playable characters, by the way. I mean, there are more playable characters because I got some expansions and stuff, and some Kickstarter exclusives. Chris Redfield. Barry Burton. Reserve only, Albert Wesker. Reserve only, Enrico Marini. Reserve only, Richard Aiken. Here's Chicken. Brad Vickers. Chicken Vickers. Okay. So reserve characters, I believe, cannot be played as main characters. I haven't read up on it. I think the reserve characters are something new to this version of the game. But I'm not going to pop the tiles. There is spot for dice in here, I see, which is cool. But there's also a spot for dice in there, too.
Wasn't there a plastic cover to that?
Yes, there is. It's right here. That is on the wrong way. That needs turned this way. There we go. And the tiles was the first thing I pulled out, so this is next. Followed by this. And back to the beginning. Excuse me. Alright, I did get a message real quick. I just want to make sure it wasn't. Oh, and then we'll do director's cut next. Alright, here we go. Now these are a lot lighter. The expansions typically don't have much in them, but they still have a giant box like the core set. I mean, which is nice, especially if I end up getting foam inserts. But I shouldn't need them with the new inserts that they have for the characters. Oh, I have to read this first. Nothing could prepare the Special Tactics and Rescue Service for this nightmare. Wait. It says the same thing. I thought maybe each one would say something different. I guess not. What would be awesome is to see this laid out on the table, all set up. I'm still baffled on that no tyrant card. I really hope that they didn't because I mean oopsies happen, you know. It could be in the book too, because sometimes they have specific characters not a printout. So here's the director's cut manual. Oh, we know that the spider's in here now. Enemy Wesker. Enemy Wesker was not in the first one. Crimson Heads, this is everything. This is going to have more characters. Kenneth, Forrest, Edward, Enrico, Richard, an entire team. Crows, the Web Spinners, Snakes, Chimera. Zombie Forest Spare after he turns, Infected. Yep, new characters. Advanced versions of all main characters and three additional. But Barry, Chris, and Rebecca have advanced. Jill Valentine has advanced. Yep. So I'm assuming maybe their abilities are different. Alternate game modes.
Creator mode.
Hard mode. One dangerous zombie mode. Real survival mode. Knife only mode. Jesus, they actually have a knife only. Okay, so in the original Resident Evil remake, there is an achievement for beating the game using knife only. Yeah. I've never done it. I've been tempted to try it. Here we are with the minis. Oh look, just what we needed. More Crimson Heads. A whole row of, well, 3 of them. Crows. I really want to take a look at the crows here. I was really excited about these because I missed out on getting the Crow expansion for Resident Evil 2 when that came out. But now I have crows, so I'm sure if I could maybe find... I mean, obviously I'm going to have the stats for them now in this game. So maybe I can just makeshift them, homebrew them into my core game when we play through it. That's pretty cool. last thing I want to do is... There we go. These are actually pretty tough. It's pretty hard plastic. I'm going the wrong way. Big Fluffy. Oh, I have him going the wrong way. That's why he's not going in. Yep, that's one thing I learned about minis and special slots like this. It's why I like foam better. Is if you have something like a hard container to put them back in and it's not fitting, don't force it. I'd rather have foam cutouts for that reason. Here. Come here. Yep, they're really small. And this is the first time I've had a weak spot. They're still kind of durable, but yeah, I could see an accident happen if you're not too careful putting them back, specifically putting them back in here. See like how it just bent right there when I was putting it in? So, I might end up getting foam inserts at some point. That is a decent sized deck. Spawn crows, everything like that. And then we have a bunch of new characters to play as. A lot more than the original game. And the little sneakies down here. That's cool. That's all that's in the box. So, basically it just adds some more enemies, some more encounters, but some advanced versions of the characters. Which I don't know exactly how better they are from the core versions. I'll have to find that out. There is no scenario book in this one.
You know what your next challenge is? How do you figure out to play a board game with Laura? So I'm sure he would play
there is a game on Steam called Tabletop. What's it called? Tabletop Simulator. I own it, and what's really funny about it is it has a VR also. So I could play like I'm sitting at a table in virtual reality. That would be the closest thing to playing with someone that lives in another state that you can't go see in person. But even without VR, you can still roll dice and stuff with your mouse on Tabletop Simulator. And all the mods, they're on the workshop on Steam. And I bet you it's a matter of time. It might even be out already. But that someone scans everything from the Resident Evil board game to where you can download the workshop item and play Resident Evil the board game through Tabletop Simulator.
You know he would play with the three of us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because this is 1 to 4 players. I don't think any of the expansions add players, even though, yeah, it still says 1 to 4. So, yeah. Alright. Just going to kind of stack them as I go. We're going to continue right along with Bleak Outpost. Now this one's heavier. The director's cut, that was just like additions. Kind of like the actual game, if you ever know the difference from the original director's cut. Like, this feels like it has maybe a few things more in it. Oh, I think I know what it has in it now that I think about it. I bet you this is Plant 42. That's my guess.
I was going to ask, is that the one that has Neptune?
This one does. It could be Neptune too, but I'm betting you Neptune might be Into the Darkness. I could be wrong. So,
I don't play the game, so I don't know.
Yeah. The mansion is only the beginning. You might think an isolated building at the edge of the grounds would be untouched by the evils elsewhere, a lonely safe house. You'd be wrong. That sounds like the first house you find Lisa Trevor in.
Can you take the plastic off? That just adds to
Oh, I will. No, everyone has to suffer. An unlikely presence holds this place in its thrall. A plant grown to its monstrous size, its lethal vines trailing through the building just waiting to lash out. And beneath the simple structure, a deadly aquatic predator prowls the flooded halls, searching for any sign of life. So this is Plant 42 and Neptune and possibly Lisa Trevor version 2. In Moscow, you're playing with an audio cord. That is not cool. Do not chew on it. Uh-oh. My second cat.
Gotcha. I got it.
So this might have 3. Just from the description of that.
Open it up already.
I'm getting to it.
I'm sure that's what Borath is thinking.
Okay. Bleak Outpost. More tiles. Yay! And the cool thing is you can make your own custom games. So you can use like the tiles and stuff and... Oh yeah, Neptune and Plant 42. Can't wait to see them. Oh, this actually has... Okay, awesome. There's some extra weapons in here too that you don't get in the normal campaign. Oh, that's cool. Garden Bee. The scenarios for all of these. Aqua Ring. Guardhouse B. And Guardhouse C. With the plant in it. Campaign tractor. I don't know why anyone would ever write on this. I don't know why you wouldn't just put it in a copier, which is what I'm going to do, face down, in my printer. You know? I mean, I'm sure that's also what it's for. But, kind of like Clue. You have to, like, it's like, here, buy some refills. Oh my gosh, that is huge.
That looks huge.
I was not expecting that, and they did it.
That looks even huger.
And they did it. They did Plant 42 justice.
Wait, is that 2 pieces? That's 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Plant 42.
I'm gonna wait to get that.
Here's Neptune.
It's coming for you. Rawr.
You just kind of made it funny by screwing up.
Leave me alone. Dude, I can't wait to paint these.
I see that.
Which, Vorath, if you're still watching, did you see the paints that opened up at the beginning of the video? If not, I'll grab them again once I'm done here with all this. There's Neptune.
Oh my gosh. He's like all warty.
So, think about this. The one expansion I missed out on for Resident Evil 2 was the crocodile, the giant crocodile expansion.
I thought this was like...
And that was just because I didn't feel like shelling out a measly $40 for one miniature. Which these really aren't miniatures. These are full-fledged, you know, big boy scale. If you look it up, if you try to buy the giant alligator on eBay, $250 now.
Which
So,
Resident Evil was it?
Resident Evil 2, the board game, just go to eBay and type in Resident Evil 2, the board game, giant crocodile. So this just sits on here, it looks like. No it doesn't. Wait. Oh, okay, there is, yep. Hold on. Oh, that's going to be a tight fit. I'm just going to set it on top of there for now. Because I think that's one of those things where when I'm ready... Okay, I'm going to try to at least get it halfway.
275, 300.
Yep, 275, 300. I was looking at them the other day. So, there we go. It was a little tricky. That is awesome. So, if you want to take a look at this, hun, the head is not on there too good. It's just, so just keep it level. There you go.
Reminds me of Medusa a little bit.
Yeah. I love Neptune, though. Neptune is so awesome.
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to push it back on.
Yeah. Yep.
I like how each of these little things are different. Well,
Yeah.
maybe there's 2 of each.
Oh, that's awesome. Plant 42 room. I'm trying. Yeah, it's not glaring that much. So that's, yeah, the giant room to put Plant 42 in, which will fit right in the center. The plant never moves, so.
Almost looks like a tomato.
Yep, there we go. That's awesome. And then extra tokens, stuff flooded. That's, I'm sure, for the shark room, which would restrict movability. That's awesome. I'm happy.
Oh my god, Macho.
I'm
touchy of his booty.
Just want to make sure there's nothing underneath it. Nope. Okay. Oh, this goes in there a very specific way. I had to look at that for a second. There we go. This will go back on top. I wonder why they didn't do a different quote for director's cut, like they did the expansion.
Ooh, I like looking at those boxes, how it's matte with the gloss of the logo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell that so much on the screen.
Okay. So we're going to shift some of these over now. And we're going to, let's see. I'm trying not to have everything glare. No, I'll leave it like that. Leave it like that. There we go. Cool. Into the Darkness. Kickstarter edition.
If you can guess,
Okay.
it's going to be in that one, because Neptune and that plants are already gone. Who do you think's in there?
The Crimson Head boss? No, he was in the original. Why am I drawing a blank here? Why am I drawing a blank?
Not like I know an answer.
I'm guessing... Technically, you fight the Tyrant 2 times, so I wonder if it's a Tyrant version 2, or like an altered version of him. Because Enemy Wesker was also in Director's Cut. Lisa Trevor... You fight Lisa Trevor twice also, which we've only seen Lisa Trevor once. Oh, well, I'm not going to read the quote yet. What? Oh, I know what's in this one. The giant spider. Not the regular spiders, but there's an actual spider boss called, oh my goodness, what's its name?
I was going to say, is there like a giant snake?
Oh, and yes, there is. Yeah, the yawn. Oh my gosh, you fight the yawn twice. As soon as you said giant snake, I was like, yeah, because we saw the regular sized snakes. So yeah, the yawn and the giant spider have to be in this one.
Well, read it.
So, you may think the flesh-eating undead roaming the halls are the worst horrors of the that the Spencer Mansion has to offer. If only that were true. Up on the third floor, where only snake. Yep. Up on the third floor, where only the most deterred dare to tread, the monstrous yawn has made its lair, awaiting those foolish enough to disturb its slumber. And deep underground, in a network of abandoned caverns, lurks a nest of huge arachnids. Beware, the largest of their brood.
Good job.
The terrifying Black Tiger. That's the name of it. Black Tiger.
Good job. You got both of them then.
Yeah. It's like, I know there's more bosses in Resident Evil 1 Remake.
But nothing about Tyrant, really.
Nope.
Or at least not that we can find quick.
Yeah.
Oliver, no cable.
There we go, I got it.
I know. You were trying to sneak up on me into my turn and you froze.
Mm-hmm.
That's like... Thank you, son. Don't worry, I'll look at it soon.
So is Volrath still there?
There's one viewer.
Yeah.
I already shut mine off, so...
Oh, there we go. Into the darkness. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Yep, Yawn and the Black Tiger. I'm curious how big they are.
Was it a heavy box?
It was decent. I want to say it was almost as heavy as the other one, but Yawn, it tells the movement, positioning, how they move, how they attack. That's cool. Second floor, EC. Third floor, B. Garden. In the caves, where the spider is. Caves B. And Cave C. Nice. And here we go. The map. Arachnid. Oh yes.
Good size. Really do make them decent size.
Once again, I'm gonna have some fun. If I recall if I recall right, I want to say the black tiger, even though his name is Black, I want to say he has a fair amount of white fur on him. I'll have to look him up. This is awesome. You want to go ahead and take a look?
Just think about that compared to the size of his hand when he's holding it. Oh my god, you can see the details of the fur.
Yeah.
And his little eyes.
Okay, this one's stuck. Why are you stuck? There we go.
And whatever you call those things that are on the butt of the spiders that make the silk. I really don't know what that is called. That one you can actually see pretty good detail with the camera alone. So his name's Yawn?
Yep, Yawn.
So what's the story on him? The Spencer's had a pet snake?
I bet you the snake was just around the mansion. And it got infected. Actually, no. No. The Yawn, it was an experiment. They did experiment on him because I believe there's a file on the Yawn on the computer.
So what is all these like bumps on him?
I think they're like pus. In fact, you know how William Birkin has a bunch of eyeballs on him? I think they're just growths from the mutation, from the T virus. If I'm right, they're yellow. The snake doesn't have eyeballs on him. They're just clumps of just extra skin and pus. Oh, no, he has his eyes, but I mean like extra eyes. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm asking all the questions. I don't know the games.
There we go. Now that's one thing with a lot of Resident Evil bosses. After Resident Evil 1, they're like, you know what? We're going to put eyeballs on all the evil dudes. You know? Because I don't think...
Oh, you're right.
There's,
like pus.
Yeah, I don't think there's like any like eyeballs on any of the bosses. Like extra eyeballs. Like not normal eyeballs in any of the bosses in Resident Evil 1. The Tyrant's arm is big, but there's no eyeball out of it like there is in William Birkin's.
Have you ever played Resident Evil 1 with me?
I believe I did start playing it. I didn't do the whole playthrough when you were in college. I was streaming it when you were in college. I never did the whole thing though.
So I don't recognize.
But yeah, because even Nemesis gets a bunch of eyeballs on him in his later stages. And then Resident Evil 4, there's eyeballs everywhere. You know. Blue herbs. Yay, we can defeat poison now. And there's nothing underneath it. That is actually heavy in that top corner. I want to see how... Yeah, it's a good amount of cards. Yeah, maybe I'll have to stream the Resident Evil 1.
Well, of course, I've been asking you to stream all of that.
I can't get into 0. It's almost like... Excuse me. It's almost like they need to remake Resident Evil 0. Give it and I really want them to remake Code Veronica. There you have it. Now for more bonus content, the Kickstarter exclusives. I think we're gonna... there is a certain picture in Resident Evil 2 that you can get by searching Wesker's desk 50 times, if I'm right. I believe it's a picture of Rebecca Chambers in her basketball uniform. Now, I want to say that's a playable character that we're about to see in this. One. Hopefully, I'm not hyping myself up just to let myself down. I hate it when they package them like that. There we go. You got to get the edges out first, or it's going to bend it. Oh my gosh! So, okay, there's no extra cards. It's just extra figures. So, I thought...
It's glaring, honey.
Yeah, it's glaring a lot. I'm going to take this off. Try not to, like...
Oh my, they're really packed in there.
Yeah. There is a lot. Jill Valentine. I want to say that's Enrico. No, yeah, I think. Looks like Forrest, maybe. Barry. No, that's definitely Forrest, long hair. Another Chris, a Jill. There's the basketball Rebecca I was talking about. But yeah, a lot of extra characters to use. Just more stuff to paint. Oh, that is Jill in her Resident Evil 3 outfit.
Yeah, sure, but...
Yeah, I had her facing the wrong way.
Any Claire's? I know they're not there. But
No, yeah, this is all Resident Evil 1 characters, yeah. Yep.
No, that ain't all Resident Evil 1. You just show Resident Evil 3.
Well, it's Jill, though. So, yeah, but no. That's awesome. Now, what's crazy is, especially this one, the exclusives. Watch me, like, seal this and not use them and not paint them or anything. Sometimes they're worth more painted. But watch me, like, seal this now. I mean, I already opened it, but watch, like, in 5 years what the price of these Kickstarter exclusives are going to be. This little box right here, the tiniest box of all of these. I'm curious how much those are going to go for. But here, I'm going to grab off my shelf real quick. I'm just going to grab, like, Vorath said his favorite was Resident Evil 2, so I'm just going to grab the core game off the shelf. Oh, so I was talking about Giant Alligator, which I reminded myself of it. On Etsy, there is a alligator figure that, if you get the 120 millimeter version of it, which is approximately, I want to say, close to 5 inches. I think it's $40, which is the original price of the giant alligator. Obviously, I'm not going to have the rule book that comes with the giant alligator, the scenario booklet that comes with it, but it looks similar to the giant alligator from Resident Evil 2, and I think 120 millimeters would do it justice.
Alligator wedding cake toppers.
No.
That's just funny.
No. Yeah. So I might end up doing that and then just makeshifting rules if I can't find them anywhere online, because I don't want to spend $200 for that damn thing. I missed out on it and I want it.
Didn't you miss out on something else?
The crows, but
oh, yeah, you got
the crows came with Resident Evil 1, so I know it's not the same scenario, the map that's in Resident Evil 2, but I could totally makeshift that. Hey, guess what, Vorath? This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. See, we put stuff together for this because we actually played this a few times. So I got things in baggies in this one. I just want to get down to like the nitty gritty though. Ada Wong. All the characters I want to say are up top, so I'll grab them real quick. Ada Wong. Claire Redfield. Leon S. Kennedy. And the fourth character, not Sherry Birkin. Robert Kendo. Yeah, Sherry is not playable in this. Take a look at this guy. Actually, I'll just do, they have regular William Birkin in here, don't they? Well, here, let's start with the liquors. We've already seen zombies. There's the exclusives to the infamous liquor from Resident Evil 2. These are trouble getting back in. I hate the way that... Yeah, when they made the first game, Resident Evil 2, they did not do good. They should have done individual characters packaging like they did the other ones. Where is Birkin version 1? He's not in here. He's in one of the other boxes, I bet.
Is Birkin in number 2 or something?
Oh yeah, no, Birkin's the main boss of number 2.
Yes, you're right.
Matter of fact, this. Yeah.
And who's following? Is that Mr. X?
No. Mr. X is also in Resident Evil 2.
Who's the stalker?
Mr. X.
Oh, I'm right.
Yep, Mr. X is the stalker in the game. If that's what you want to call him.
Well, told you what I'm thinking of, didn't it?
Yeah. I will open up one more because I'm a cool guy. Malformations of G, B Files expansion. Which I have quite a, I showed you a bunch of the expansions earlier. Look at this guy. Birkin, William Birkin, Stage 5. Want to take a look?
No, not really.
No?
No. It looks like a malformed yak.
And funny enough, Birkin Stage 1. With his eyeball arm and everything. That's what I was looking for in the other one. Why they put it in here in an expansion, I don't know. Because you fight Stage 1 before, that was Stage 3. Stage 4 is the dog. Stage 5 is this, which actually I have the dog too, so I guess I will grab that. I'm like, this is the last one I'm doing.
No, you're just a liar.
Mr. X is right here.
Mr. X is the fourth survivor?
Yeah, no, the one before it. So I do have Mr. X also. But this should be Dog Birkin, which is stage... Wait, it says Birkin stage 2. Oh, okay, as stage 2 and stage 4. So between all the expansions, which is funny, because if I wouldn't have bought the expansions for this, I would only have...
Birkin 3?
Stage 3, yeah, Birkin 3. And that's all you get to fight in the core game. Oh, I never even opened this one. Wow. I love how they used... They improved the quality of what they did over the years. They used actual tape on the older ones. That's funny. Yeah, this is technically an unboxing here because I have never opened this. They even have a tile for this one. Oh, this is the bus. This is where you fight stage 2. Which is, hey, all that really happens to him is he gets the claw. His arm grows slightly bigger too. He gets his first arm claw. And then Dog Birkin. Stage 4.
Nice cards.
Nice card. Oh. I just realized I put that in there wrong.
The map was on top. Well, not top, but on top of that.
It's alright. And now I'm curious because I don't know if I ever unboxed Resident Evil 3 because I said I wanted to play Resident Evil 1 first.
I don't think you did.
I'm curious if this is completely unboxed. That is. No, it is. I can tell because of the way... I have more of 2 over there, but I wanted to just do a little bit of this. This is starting to become my favorite Resident Evil. My favorite Resident Evil was 2 for the longest time. And I'm really starting to like 3 more and more and more. The more I look into the story and everything. See, I want to be able to paint Nemesis like that. But I love that for this one that they did the map like you get in the game. I was trying to find... Oh, there's the Worm Boss. Nemesis Phase 1. Nemesis Phase 2. I thought I opened this. I did. I just can't remember it because it's been so long ago. Scenario booklets. I want to see Final Nemesis. That's why, because I don't remember seeing Final Nemesis. The Last Escape. Oh, this comes with Mercenaries mode in it too. I forgot about that. Because that's when Mercenaries was introduced. And oh, there's crows in 3 too. Oh hell, there's a bunch of crows and spiders. And these cards are warped. That's not cool. I should be able to fix that though. That's just from being in the box. Yeah, additional characters. More spiders and crows. Nope. And then lastly, I'll show you my the brushes I got while we're at. This came with the paint. There was only like one real detail brush in here, so I went ahead and I got a whole set of detail brushes because I want to actually go ahead and paint all the minis. And then got all these paint colors. So 24 different colors in there. Should get me by for just about everything, but I'm happy with it. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to actually go ahead and play it now that I have the first game. So, and that was really cool. Oh yeah, I want to see what that letter said before I wrap up here. So, there was this little surprise that came when I opened up the core game. Coming soon to Kickstarter, Resident Evil 4, the game. And there's like a note. Oh, okay. It's a thank you letter from Steamforged Games. Yeah, it says on September 25th, 2017 at 10 o'clock GMT, I sat down in a deathly quiet and surprisingly cold studio, looked into a camera and said, "Hey guys, this is Resident Evil 2. It was the launch of the first game I'd ever been entrusted to design, an adaptation of a video game I played so much I could draw every map from memory and knew the location of every item, file, enemy, and cutscene. A game in a series which I had loved from the moment I'd first pressed the power button on my old PlayStation. Little did I know where that adventure would take me, and more importantly, little I know the amazing community that I'd see and grow around our game. Since that evening, I've had the privilege of traveling to the opposite side of the planet and back again to meet and play the game with those same individuals, as well as spend countless hours speaking to them online on a huge array of platforms, and written all over 200 developer diaries as love letters not only to the game series, but the community itself. At every step of the way, I've been humbled by you. I frequently tell people you're the best community anyone could ever ask for, and I don't say that lightly. At the time of writing this, I've been fortunate enough to design 3 more games for the series and work with some of the most talented people I've ever met, both amongst my colleagues at Steamforged Games and Capcom. And honestly, I count myself lucky that I get to make these games, and in doing so, give something back to the community with as much passion and commitment as you show us. A very personal thank you to every member of our Tabletop Resident Evil family, and here's to the future. I'm not done making Resident Evil games for you, not by a long shot. After all, it's up to us to take down Umbrella. Sherwin Matthews. That's awesome. And then, I'm not going to open them up, but the only other ones that we're missing out on is the 4th Survivor expansion for Resident Evil 2. We got Hunk. The B-Files expansion with Mr. X. I actually, well, And then survival horror expansion, Chicken Vickers, and a few other things in there. But Mr. X is kind of cool, so why not, right? For the finale. Ooh, if I can get to it. Tiles in here. Wonky. Wonkified. Doors. I need baggies for these. Ooh, my goodness. Shame on me. There he is. And there's another liquor in here too. 2 different liquors. Mr. X. Oh, almost hit the camera. Once again, they did not do the best job in the Resident Evil 2 with packaging on the minis. But yeah. And Resident Evil 3, the Kickstarter exclusives for that one. So, I got both of those. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you for hanging out. And, yeah. I'll give some updates if I start painting them. If I start doing paint streams, I will definitely keep people informed that want to watch. So, peace out.